Welcome to qnawire.
Here we're looking at game theory between two firms and their decision on whether or not to have a large or a small budget. You can see their payoff matrix here for Synergy and Dynaco. We'd like to know whether each firm has a dominant strategy or not. So let's start with Synergy. Now, to find whether or not they have a dominant strategy, let's ask ourselves, if Synergy believes that Dynaco is going to choose large, what will Synergy choose? Well, if Dynaco is choosing a large budget, Synergy is going to make that choice that gives it the greatest profits, which means it's going to choose a large budget as well, because if it chose small, it would gain nothing. But now supposing that Dynaco is choosing small, if that's what Synergy thinks Dynaco is going to do, they're instead going to choose small over here. So you can see that they don't have a dominant strategy because they're going to change their decision based upon what Dynaco does. Now let's see if Dynaco has a dominant strategy. Well, if Dynaco believes that Synergy is going to choose large, well then Dynaco is going to choose large so that they can earn that 30 million compared to 0. Now, if Dynaco believes Synergy is going to choose small, Dynaco is still going to choose large because that 70 million is greater than the 50 million they would get if they chose small, meaning that Dynaco does have a dominant strategy, and the dominant strategy is to choose a large budget. Now, how about a Nash equilibrium? And a Nash equilibrium is going to be that decision which gives neither firm an incentive to deviate, meaning they would be worse off if they chose to unilaterally deviate from that decision. So that's meaning that the other firm hasn't changed. But if they then choose to switch their decision, they're going to lose. So let's figure out if there's a Nash equilibrium here. Let's start with large right here. So if Synergy and Dynaco both have a large budget, does Synergy have an incentive to deviate? Well, if Synergy deviates from the large budget to a small budget, they're going to gain 0. So they're not going to deviate from that. Now, if we look at Dynaco, Dynaco has a $30 million gain here with a large budget. If they choose to instead deviate to a small budget, it looks like they're going to earn gains of 0. So this is telling us that we do have a Nash equilibrium, and it's at the point where both firms choose to have a large budget.